ก็สวัสดีครับวันนี้วันที่13ธันวาคมนะครับก็เป็นเรามีอีก4คลาสก่อนจะปิดการศึกษาวันนี้เราได้รับเกียรตินะครับจากกูรูเทเลคอมอีกท่านหนึ่งนะครับครั้งที่แล้วเนี่ยเราเจอกับท่านสมชาย AS เมื่อกี้ผมได้เล่าให้สปีกเกอร์ฟังแล้วว่าท่านเป็นสปีกเกอร์คนที่2ที่มาทางสายเทเลคอมนะครับท่านบอกว่าดีใจมากเพราะว่าเหมือนกับว่าเราได้ฟังจาก AS มาแล้วรอบที่1วันนี้เราได้ฟังจาก True Corporation นะครับเป็นรอบที่2นะครับจะมีการเปรียบเทียบกันนะครับก็วันนี้เมื่อสักครู่เนี่ยผมได้อยากจะฟังจากท่านสปีกเกอร์ท่านเนี่ยนะครับว่าท่านอยากจะคุยเรื่องอะไรปรากฏว่าเป็นเรื่องที่เราน่าสนใจมากเป็นเรื่องที่เราควรจะสนใจที่สุดก็คือเรื่องของ AI นะครับสิ่งที่ท่านบอกว่า True Corporation เนี่ยจะนำ AI มาใช้ได้อย่างไรกับเซอร์วิสที่จะมีอยู่นะครับซึ่งเป็นของใหม่ซึ่งท่านบอกว่าท่านไม่เคยพูดที่ไหนมาก่อนนะครับจะมาเล่าให้พวกเราฟังเป็นกลุ่มแรกนะครับแต่สิ่งที่น่าสนใจคือว่าท่านขอร้องว่าวันนี้ขอให้เป็นการใช้ภาษาอังกฤษนะครับเพราะว่าท่านจะมี2ภาษาไม่อังกฤษก็จีนนะท่านก็เลยจำเป็นเราต้องขออนุญาตเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะครับ Okay. Today is very honor for the business leadership from Thailand and China forum that to have you Mr. Zhang Linghua as our guest speaker. So let me keep a few minutes regarding to your background, so everyone will know you better. All right. Regarding to your education, Mr. Zhang Linghua graduated from Bachelor of Computer and Communication Technology from the Hefei. Did I pronounce properly? Hefei University of Technology. And then he also got a master's degree from Computer Technology with the same major from the Nanjing University, who are one of the very famous university in China. Okay. His background, he have 8 years in China Mobile and then 10 years in True Corporation. So very interesting experience. From the 8 years with the China Mobile, he starting with all kind of the application, cloud computing, smartphone application, design and promotion, online payment products, as well as the network security. That is his background from the China Telecom. Nevertheless, he should have more in terms of the charting of the whole network operation of the China Mobile from the 4G, 5G, and converging in China Mobile before he come to Thailand. He started his career with the True Corporation from Thailand since 2017 to 2023, almost 6 years. He take care of the network operation from the wireless to broadband. As you know that the True Corporation before they look after only fixed line and the broadband now. Then the last position, he's the Deputy Network Planning, Engineering and Operation at the True Corporation. That is his current position. And his position, he had been there almost 6 years. So he is one of the most guru in terms of network operation. If anyone have the question about the True Network, have a problem, you want to complain something, or you can tell Mr. Chang. Okay. So always that he also come with a lot of the technology because he is the deputy CTO. So a lot of information that you want to know about the true future, you can ask Mr. Chang. Okay, let's give the big hand to Mr. Chang. Thank you. Yes, please. Yep. Okay. You got 1 hour, right? You want to speak for 1.5 hours. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm very glad to be here. So actually from the True Corporation, so I have many years of network operation. So today we try to give us introduction of the AI in the future. So everyone knows AI, artificial intelligence, is so popular today, but I think a lot of people don't know how fast the AI developing so fast. I think it is so fast. So today I try to give you some acknowledge about this, how fast the AI developing in these 5 years. So this, my report is AI Tide. There are 4 parts of it. What can AI do in the recent 5 years, and how does the AI work, and what will AI do, and the fundamental of AI. First, let me give us some very interesting topic because what we can AI do in the recent 5 years, especially the Nobel Prize this year. There's two prizes. The first one is physical, the Nobel Prize in Physical in 2024. Okay, there's two awards. The first is the George Free Hinton. Then this one is we call it a godfather of AI. Why? Because we can say that he invented AI technology because he's the father of AlphaGo. I don't know. I'm not sure you know the AlphaGo. This is a game. Game is very famous. AlphaGo is from Google DeepMind. He worked for the DeepMind Google. The DeepMind is a Google company. He worked for the DeepMind for 10 years. Now this year he awarded the Nobel Prize because he used the AI on artificial neural networks in the physics research. So he get great award for that. Sorry. Oh, this is okay. Okay. Mark up. So second one is Nobel Prize in Chemistry this year. So there's 3 awards, and you can see that the two of us, Demis Haspis and John Jumper, they also worked for the DeepMind. The company. They still have the job in the DeepMind. DeepMind is a very great company because why? Because not only the two of them to get the Nobel Prize just because they work in the DeepMind, but because they use AI in the chemistry, they use AI program to crack the code of the protein structures. Why the protein is so important? Because it is related to our disease cure. That is very important. I will introduce later. And the DeepMind also is very famous. That everyone in Thailand use OpenAI. We use OpenGPT. OpenGPT is a product from the OpenAI. And one of the co-founder, Leah Saskiver is from DeepMind too. This one is a co-founder. He worked for the DeepMind for over 3 years, very experienced. And he also invented the famous ChatGPT we use today. So DeepMind is a sub-company on the Alphabet or Google. And this year, DeepMind, just this week, DeepMind invented another things. They improved, the quantum AI. The quantum AI, they have some very great computing chip that's called Vela. Okay, before that, we can take a look at video of the invention of this great DeepMind Vela chip. Sorry.
The systems behind our universe are quantum mechanical. They shift and change with the problems they're tasked to solve, exploring a vast array of options all at once. And like nature, quantum computing is responsive to the environments it works within, leading us to new breakthroughs for tomorrow's most challenging problems. Introducing our latest quantum computing chip, developed to learn and evolve like the natural world around us. Willow, from Google Quantum AI.
Hi, I'm Julian Kelly, Director of Hardware at Google Quantum AI. And today, on behalf of our amazing team, I'm proud to announce Willow. Willow is Google's newest and most powerful superconducting quantum computing chip, and the next step in our path towards building large-scale Today, on behalf of our amazing team, I'm proud to announce Willow. Willow is Google's newest and most powerful superconducting quantum computing chip, and the next step in our path towards building large-scale quantum computers and exploring their applications. I've been fascinated with quantum computing since I first experimented with qubits in 2008. And since coming to Google in 2015, it has been a dream to make our mission a reality, building quantum computers for otherwise unsolvable problems. We launched our first chip, Foxtail, in 2017, followed by Bristlecone in 2018, and Sycamore in 2019, which powered our milestone 1, the first quantum computer to surpass the best classical supercomputer on a computational task, random circuit sampling. Over the years with Sycamore, we have been able to squeeze a remarkable amount of performance from our hardware, including achieving a scalable logical qubit in our milestone 2. But we've ultimately been limited by quantum coherence times, the length of time qubits maintain their intended state. With Willow, we've made a huge step forward. We've increased quantum coherence times by a factor of 5, going from 20 microseconds in Sycamore to 100 microseconds in Willow. And we've accomplished this all without sacrificing any of the features that made our systems so successful. This advancement was enabled by our new dedicated superconducting quantum chip fabrication facility in Santa Barbara, one of only a few in the world. And we're seeing exciting developments coming from Willow, which has already surpassed Sycamore's breakthrough demonstrations. Our logical qubits now operate below the critical quantum error correction threshold, a long sought-after goal for the quantum computing field since the theory was discovered in the 90s. And we've achieved it for the first time with Willow. Errors are exponentially suppressed in our logical qubits, as error rates are halved each time we add physical qubits and scale from distance 3 to 5 to 7 surface codes. Additionally, our logical qubit lifetimes are now much longer than all of the lifetimes of the physical qubits that compose them. This means that even as we make our quantum chips larger and more complex by adding more qubits, we can use quantum error correction to actually improve their accuracy. We've pitted Willow against one of the world's most powerful supercomputers with the random circuit sampling benchmark. The results are pretty surprising. By our best estimates, a calculation that takes Willow under 5 minutes would take the fastest supercomputer 10 to the 25 years. That's a 1 with 25 zeros following it, or a timescale way longer than the age of the universe. This result highlights the exponentially growing gap between classical and quantum computation for certain applications. Let's talk about the hardware approach we've pioneered at Google Quantum AI that makes these things possible. Our tunable qubits and couplers enable super fast gates and operations to achieve low error rates, reconfigurability to optimize hardware in situ and run multiple applications, and high connectivity to efficiently express algorithms. We leverage this tunability to enable reproducible high performance across the device. Let me explain. A challenge in superconducting qubits is that not all of them are created equal. Some are outliers with uncharacteristically high errors. But here's where our tunable qubits really shine. We're able to fix these outlier qubits by reconfiguring them to perform in line with the rest of the device. And we can go one step further by having our researchers use.
So we can see, this is in short video, we can see this Willow invented by the, of course, is a team from the DeepMind on the Google and other Google team is we call the Quantum AI team. They invent this Willow chip that use only 105 quantum bits. He said this chip that only run 5 minutes, which equals 10 to 25 years of fastest supercomputers running. This is a very great breakthrough. I think it is a very jump in the computing world. So that means that Google is a very great company. I use this evidence that this is not only they invented the big the chipset, also they invented this AI. I will told you why the Google is very important in the AI because he invented the new AI module, the transformer. I will talk later. So in this Nobel Prize chemistry, so why is it so important? Why Nobel Prize will give them? This team, especially the three of them, Demis, Hasbis, or John Jumper, because we know the protein structure is very important to humans' body, and it's very important to humans. Invented the medicine, and individual proteins have a defined shape and structure. Proteins work together in a very complicated and coordinated way. So if you want to find the protein structure is very difficult. You need a very powerful computation to predict the protein structure. And that is very difficult because in the past we using the experimental method. In the past 60 years, we have identified the structure of the protein. Only 130,000 proteins use 60 years. But these three guys, they use AlphaFold. AlphaFold is an AI program they called AlphaFold. This AlphaFold can only use 2 years. Only use 2 years. Of course, they use the existed the protein structures for the train. Then they discovers over 200 million proteins from 1 million species. That means this team already discovered almost all of the protein structures. That is an amazing achievement in the science. So that's why they got this award. And also they opened this protein structure to all of us. We can use this for the drug design to help human improve the health. That is amazing. So we can see that these two Nobel Prize, just because of AI, in today's AI, we are fastering the science research very quickly. That means AI can help the human to improve technology in dramatic way. So let me introduce something. We already have some very interesting AI applications. We can see the left one is a kind of very interesting use AI to make the historical painting, make animation from it. I think maybe someone already see that. This is based on the Luma AI. Luma AI is very famous for just makes a painting, makes an animation, makes a movie. This painting called Girl with a Paris Heirloom is 1665. It's one of Vermeer's most famous works, made worth $500 million. So use AI technology, we can make this painting more vivid to bring a life to us and then make some very interesting animation. And the right, this picture is from Tsinghua Aging Hospital. This team think the hospital use AI can help us to diagnose the disease. And so this AI hospital simulates the entire medical process, including the triage, registration, consultation, examination, diagnosis, and treatment and follow-up. Currently, this hospital can realize a diagnostic to open for public. So that means if you have some disease to want to consultation, you can open this AI, open this hospital's website to ask these AI doctors. And these AI doctors, you just describe your symptoms to the AI doctors. They can help you to diagnose your disease. And because AI doctors, as he said, is trained by many treatment cases, they could connect symptoms to the related diseases. For example, this AI hospital supports over 20 departments and one of his disease for respiratory diseases reached 93%. So in the future, I think this AI hospital will be widely accepted, widely adopted in China. Of course, in the world. So this page, we can check some very interesting software use AI to upgrade the software, use AI technologies. The left one is, I think everyone use AI for the Adobe. Adobe, they upgrade their software version with AI. Let's see, is Adobe Illustrator.
And the warrior. Now I want a warrior to fight a dragon. But I suddenly realized that the warrior is looking at the wrong direction. The warrior should be looking at the dragon, right?
So
I have to turn the warrior around to face the dragon.
Into 3D objects.
But you see, it's a 2D vector shape. And I cannot just turn it around. Now, normally, I'll have to redraw the entire shape, which is going to take a lot of time. But here, let me show you our new tool. I'll just need to select the shape and click this Generative Views button. And then I can just rotate the shape by simply dragging the slider.
It's very easy to turn the 2D object into the 3D objects. It's amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I love this audience. Yup. That's it. That's how you do rotation. Okay. Now let's also try the dragon. I'll just select the dragon and click this button. Let's wait for the progress bar to finish. Then I can just turn the dragon around like this. That's it.
Adobe uses AI to make the 2D object into the 3D very easily. You just use this software. It's very easy for you to design some animation or some advertisement, very easy. This one is from Microsoft. In True Corporation, we use this AI in daily work. So from this video, we can see if we use Microsoft software, we can with the Copilot's help. Copilot is originally from OpenAI. So we can let AI write report, automatically generate the report, automatically write the PowerPoint, and do analysis, help you to make a schedule. So this is not dream. This is in our daily work. And here I can demonstrate for use Google Slides AI. This is from Google. I can show you how to generate PowerPoint. Very simple one. So this is a slide from Google. We can use this to generate automatically from the AI. We can use this here, extends. Then we use slides AI.io to generate new slides. All right. Okay. So let's use for example, the foods retail. To let AI generate food retail PowerPoint for us. Okay, and let's do some business pitch, and the audience may be business partners. Tone of voice is SMS. Language we use English. Okay. Now the AI is generating the PowerPoint for us automatically as we input the food retails. Just in a few minutes, everything will be okay. User AI not only help you to generate reports, PPT, they also can help you to make some analysis if you have some data. It's very easy. It's very good to help us in the daily work, very, very easily. More and more, I think many industries already use Microsoft and Google for the daily work. So I think in Thailand, many of us already use these AI functions. Okay, this is the second step, creating the slides. Okay, let me check what's the AI generated this slide for us. We can see here they generated 7 pages for us. You can see they conclude and a call to the action, something, and the second page is for analysis. And fourth is business model overview. Of course, I just give a very simple input to this AI. If you want to make a very detailed PPT, you must input more information to let the AI to generate more good PowerPoint for you. I just demoed it very easier because everyone can use this to generate a report. If you input enough information, it's very easy to help you to generate a report and a PowerPoint for you. Okay,
and warrior.
Everyone already knows that AI can be everywhere, everywhere. And this page, I will show you. We use not only the software, hardware, include your desktop and mobile, everything already in your mobile phone, desktop, everything integrated AI. For example, in desktop, most popular CPU is AMD, the Ryzen and AI. You know the Ryzen AI 9, this is 9th generation. AMD integrated is XDNA, this is AI. It's called NPU, we call it NPU. NPU, just in the right picture, we can see in the this CPU, they have an NPU inside. And for Intel, the Core Ultra processor, they have the AI booster NPU inside. And in mobile, there are almost 90% the CPU already have the NPU. For example, the Qualcomm Snapdragon X, mostly they have the NPU. Even a very cheap chipset, mobile chipset, they have NPU too. And for ARM, ARM is an English chip design company. They have the Cortex-M. They have this NPU too. This NPU we call neural processing unit. Why the AI hardware we call neural? I will introduce later. We call neural processing unit. And in software platform, in operating system like Windows 11, Mac OS, Android, iOS, all they have the AI built-in. So it just demonstrates that the Google and the Windows already have the AI. Android either, iOS either. And for applications, there are many applications already use AI. For example, in transportation, the AI is being used to develop self-driving cars and improve traffic management. Tesla, we can see the FSD. I think that in next year will be commercialized, FSD. And the energy AI is being used to improve the energy efficiencies and predict energy demand. And in government, AI is being used to improve the public safety, detect crime, and provide the citizens services. So there's many software, there's many AI applications already around us. It's very easy to use this AI, not only for the daily work, but also we can use this AI to make some video for us. I just use this Luna. Because we just said, see that some historic paintings can turn into animation. So we can use this AI to make a video for us. That's very easy, very interesting. So we can use some idea, just use this idea to generate this video for us. The idea is we input is a low angle shot of Majestic. Okay, we already finished. Tiger crawling through a snowy. Oh, not finished. Just seconds. So that means you only input your idea. So the Luna AI can create an animation or movies for you. It's very easy. In the future, if you want to make an advertisement, you just put the idea, input. You can give a very detail of this advertisement. You can create the animation for you, just in a few seconds, a few minutes. This is a very simple demonstration. We input the low angle shot of a majestic tiger prowling through a snowy landscape. We can see in the forest, snowy landscape. This is a tiger. So if you want interesting, you can try this to extend. For example, this is just a few seconds. If you want to make more, you can extend. You click extend to let the AI to extend this animation to maybe the 5 minutes, 5 seconds, or another 10 seconds. something like that. So that means in a second, you can use AI software to generate advertisement, to make a PPT, make a report for you. So I just tell us the AI is around us everywhere. It's very easy. Why? Because this is happened in only these 5 years. I am not sure everyone aware of that. Only in these 5 years that we can use AI for almost anything. Why? So let's take a look at the history of AI. The AI, you can see from the right picture, the AI is invented maybe from 1998, 70 years ago, and but until recent years, progress very slow compared to today's standards with computational power of the AI, and doubling roughly every 20 months. But only you can see that in the past, from 1998, there are many this line here, and this line is kind of like a reading comprehension, image recognition. This line is handwriting, speech recognition. Most of this before the 2019 is a kind of use some machine learning. It's a kind of machine learning. It's not real AI. Why? Because recognize some speech, but it's a kind of to translate your voice into text and maybe transfer the text into the voice. This is kind of recognize your face is a kind of yes, use some computing technology to. This is we call this machine learning. It's not a real AI. Only from the 2019 in here we can see this is a red line. This red line only here he said is a language understanding. Language understanding push the AI only 5 years, so we can use almost hardware and software everywhere around us. That's amazing. Why? Because the 5 years ago in 2019, the transformer is called as AI module. One of the very famous AI module is introduced by Google. That's why I focused on the DeepMind, because this DeepMind is the same, the original from the Google. They invented the transformer. Transformer is very important to us because transformer brings the AI to a real AI. This AI from 2019, from machine learning to the we call LLM. LLM is a large language module. This is not only language module, but also it is kind of a core of AI that can understand a human, that can speak with human, make conversation with human. So that's from the transformer invented. So the AI is become a kind of a general AI, that the AI can chat with us to help us do many things. So we can say that this is large language module is a breakthrough. Almost everything is a large because LLM, large language module, is based on the transformer, which can generate information out of expectation. You can see this is a red line from this one and this one. Only from 2019. Before 2019, you cannot use AI like today. I demonstrate many things, generate a report or change make animation movies for you. That before 2019 it is impossible. Only from 2019, after the invention of a transformer. So let's give a short introduction of how the AI work. In the past, we called AI is actually a machine learning. Machine learning is a kind of a computer. Computer observes some data. For example, this is blue line. This blue line, we want to the machine or the computer to use a module to hypothesize the word. What we call hypothesis word. We want to use this computer to make a function to simulate this curve. That's we call machine learning. So you can see in this picture the many dots, these orange dots. That is from machine learning, they have actually they have a new function to make the output this orange dot. This is we call hypothesis, because we don't know the blue line's function is, so we use hypothesis, to use machine learning to make this hypothesis function. So this is process we call training. Training is like we input the data. We already know some data of these blue lines data. We input in this machine learning and select the module. The module is very important because we use a module. We can train the data to make this data to output like different work for different intentions. And after the user module, we can find the best this hypothesis. Hypothesis is a kind of function. And mostly the hypothesis is mathematics. Mathematics. We can see here, this is softmax. Softmax in the neural network is we call as output layer. This is mostly is mathematics, like algebra matrix. So after that, we find the best hypothesis, then we output the result. Makes the output approach the blue line. So that's we call the machine learning. But why is the large module can make this AI work? Because we have the theory of learning. That is we call PAC, probably the approximate correct. Any hypothesis that is consistently with a sufficient large set of training examples is unlikely to be serious wrong. That means you have many data input in this machine. We use a module that unlikely to be seriously wrong. That means probably true. Yeah. PSC, that means when you input more data. So you can see here, the orange line is more close to the blue line. They use a module. They use module. I will introduce later. But it's very complicated. It's a kind of a mathematics. So let me introduce why. Because I told you, because only after 2019, the transformer invented, so we can enjoy the AI, and it will change our humans' future. That is very important. So why module selection is so important? Because we use a transformer. And before the transformer invented, we use a CNN, RNN. For example, CNN is a convolutional neural networks. This is network, it's like this picture here. Why? Because CNN is used for the recognize picture, recognize the facial, your face, your hand, your body. Because CNN, these networks use 3 channels. 3 channels is RGB, red, green, blue. And they can, here, you can see here, these 3 channels compose 1 kernels. That is very great for the image recognition. And second is RNN, recurrent neural networks. Recurrent neural networks, that means they not only input data to the output, they use this output for input. They're very complicated. And most important, based on these 2 neural networks, we have the transformer, of course, introduced from Google. Why these transformer networks is AI can learn everything? There's 2 reasons. First, they introduce nonlinear activation functions. They knew that allow the neural networks to approximate arbitrarily complex functions. This is in the left picture. This is completely, I just give a short introduction. And the second reason is through a layer-by-layer learning and training, the neural networks can find very more advanced abstract features from the raw data, thereby realizing the recognition and understand the complex patterns, including images, text, and sounds. So you can see in the right picture, we can see this is 1 column is 1 layer. There are many layers in actually module. We have thousands, hundreds, thousands of layers between these modules. And why I introduce this? Because when we see some, for example, we can see the OpenGPT. Now we have OpenGPT, maybe the next version is 5. But you know, they have one specification. That means that he said the GPT-4 have approximately 1.8 trillion parameters. So these parameters, what is the parameters? Parameters is weight with bias, use nonlinear activation functions between the layers. That means in the so many layers, ChatGPT-4 use 1.8 trillion parameters. That is very complicated. That's why the AI is so complicated. It's because it's mostly composed of mathematics algorithm. So why is this is AI we use today? We call transformers. We can see here these robots. This is actually this robots is from a science fiction movie. We know this movie is a transformer. The movie's name is a transformer. There are many robots like Megatron, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, very famous, the transformers. So these transformers can they can change their body, transfer their body into the like cars and the trunk and the plane. That's the name from the transformers. And the same, the transformer model, they transform the languages into from a text into another the form. So the transformer you can see here is introduced from by Google Research in 2019. Which is a base of OpenGPT. OpenGPT is an open generative pre-trained transformer. The transformer architecture excels at processing the text data that is sequential in nature. It takes sequential text as input and produces another sequence as text as output. And this is a little complicated, but very important is we can see we already mostly a lot of one said there's a LLM, large language module, is actually based on the transformer. So I say that the transformer is not only the language module, they also the language knowledge module. As I said, this module can learn everything, not only the language. So maybe the large language module is not enough to describe this transformer. So we can see in this picture here, the transformer is composed of encoder and a decoder. In encoder, there are many layers inside, and in decoder, there are many layers inside. The encoder's objective is to find the relation between the tokens. Tokens, that means when you speak many words, you input many texts, then they become tokens. Tokens means a vector that is very interesting. And the decoder applies this attention, then combines the result with encodes output in another attention mechanism. And one word is very important. Yes, the attention. Why the transformer can change the AI progress? Because in the last 40 years, they're very slow until the transformer is invented. Because transformer use attention. The most important mechanism is attention. Attention mechanism is change the predict capability totally. So that means in 40 years ago, the AI is not real AI, it's a machine learning. And after the transformer, the AI is become a real AI because they use attention. Why is the intention is so important? Because we can see in this picture, we can see every module is become different layers, many layers. This is a rectangle is input layer. And the last one is this circle is we call the output layer. Between them, maybe the thousands of middle layer, we call hidden layer. But so many layers, after you input data and through one layer to another layer to another layer to another layer, then it will the focus on the logic will weaken. So on the last with output in the past without attention layer, so we may be lost originally what he said, what you in text input. So that's why the transformer can use attention to make sure every transforming, as every computing, you have to, with this attention, to make sure you cannot focus on this attention, to make sure this AI can work for the one topic you input. That is why the attention mechanism is so important. So in this attention, we can hear here, when you input the word, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. They will translate into the tokens. These tokens we call vectors. The vectors we can call is a QKV. QKV is a kind of match some relationship and represent the semantic variant of a word. And how can we use this attention? So we can translate this attention into some score. For example, here, Peter invited John to dinner and prepared a gift for him. So you know, for us, it's very easy for us to understand who is him. But for the computer, it's very difficult. For AI, it's very difficult. If you don't have the attention, maybe he lost who is him. Maybe it's Peter, maybe it's John. So it's very difficult for AI to understand who is him. But if we have this attention mechanism, we give a score for the Peter. For example, we give the Peter score is 0.8 and John is 0.9. So we can see the score of John is higher than the Peter. So the AI can understand, this him must be the John. So that means we invited John and prepared a gift for the John, not Peter himself. So don't make mistake. So that's AI use attention to make understand. But it's very difficult to describe the details. You can see here that many mathematics use attention. And also, that is when we see you talk with OpenGPT, he gives a word by word. Why is the transformer, or we call large language model, answer the questions, give a word after word? The reason is, during the training, we are teaching the large language model to guess the next word. For example, Kunbei Yanai, then the chat GPT will answer. For example, use English to answer. First, give the word how, then use the mask. How are you? How are you? But they guess one by one. If the you guess is wrong, so we tell them to use another way to guess until the you is appear. So this is a mechanism how large language model, because it guess word by word. They're very interesting, but it's very difficult to understand. Okay. And transformer is not only for language, but also have many the mutations. The mutations, that means you can use a transformer to use another field. For example, you have a universal transformer and an X-former, and the X-former can cross multiple domains. The most very useful is a vision transformer. We call VIT. This transformer can design for computer vision. That means VIT can decompose input image, just like we input some image that the AI to generate some animation. So it can decompose this input image into a series of patches rather than the text into the tokens. Because in language, we use the text for tokens. And serialize each patch into a vector and map this into small dimension with single matrix multiplication. This vector embedding then processed by a transformer in code as the token embeddings. And this transformer also the vision transformer also use attention mechanism and the capability to process data in parallel to offer significant computational efficiency. And you know the Tesla FSD used a VIT transformer in the past. But now, this year, they try to change from VIT the vision transformer into a diffusion. Another AI module, but it's similar like this transformer module. I will explain the reason. In here, I can give you some demo. In my computer, I can give you some demo to realize of course, this model is not from me, it's from some the internet. For example, we can use Python to make this demo. Python, I use this library from internet. I just run this Python program and let this Python program to recognize every object before this camera. Okay, you can see this is my computer's camera. You can see he recognized me as a person. This is a score. Score is attention. Attention. Score 0.9. That means 90% is a person. I put a phone in front of the camera. You can see he said it's a cell phone. 96% is a cell phone. So this model can recognize almost everything in front of the camera. Very interesting, right? And also you can you spend maybe 300 bahts to buy this one. This one with camera we call the ESP32 camera. Only 300 bahts. You can use this board to develop a very interesting. Use this because it has a camera, 200 megapixels on it, on this board, to recognize the face. It's very interesting. You can use this to develop some very interesting applications. For example, open a door. When you develop this AI recognize your face, then the door is open, something like that. That is very interesting, and it's very cheap. So you can see I demonstrate almost everything. It's very easy. Tools, whatever hardware, is very easy everywhere and very cheap, very easy. It's free. Most of the free. You can use it to realize AI applications. So I tell you what will AI do in the future. And the AI technology is developing very fast. Now the AI, what I demonstrated is from mostly is you have to connect the cloud, connect to the data center to use OpenGPT, something like that. But now the AI can put on your chipset that we call the private offline AI, or the module on chip. That is very important because in the future, maybe you go to the space, maybe you go to under the sea, maybe you go to in the ocean. There are no network. How can we do? So this artificial intelligence system can operate without a network that we call the private offline. So this AI system can operate locally on a device such as computer or a smartphone without needing to connect to the internet. This system are designed to process data to perform AI tasks entirely on the device itself, rather than relying on the external servers or the cloud-based services. For example, you can see the MediaTek is a company from Taiwan. He has a new brand, is Dimensity of 9300. This is the chipset type. This chipset already used many phones, used on many phones. So this chipset can deploy offline, or we call online devices application. They can support 1 billion or 7 billion, 13 billion, 33 billion parameters AI large language model. And in Intel CPU, the 15th generation CPU, like Meteor Lake, Redwood Cove P-Cons, have a vector neural network instruction. They support these instructions. That can run a generative AI chatbots in offline. So you can see in the future, AI is not only rely on the network, but also can run independently. So we already introduced some very interesting AI that can run offline, but also you can build or train your own AI module. That is, I think it is very interesting for many people, because we can run this module online. So you can train the AI for the dedicated for the work, because why? Some people think, for example, you are in the advertisement, you want to make advertisement is a good idea. Don't want to leak to other colleagues. You want the idea for yourself. So you can use the AI for your own work. That means you can protect your patent. You protect your own idea. So you need to build your own AI. So there's many ways to build your own AI, not only the public AI. For example, this is I give two examples. First is this AI Gen. This is you can download the Gen from this link. This Gen can run a local server on your computer, acting like an API endpoint. So this is totally can run completely offline, listening input and respond via the API. This is open source, a fully open source. And cross-platform, whatever your computer is, a Mac or Windows or Linux. And also it is customizable, that you can use it for chat, dedicate the global hotkeys, a lot of things you can do. So it's very interesting, You can design the own functions, AI functions by yourself. Second is NVIDIA, the Chat RTX. You can download from this link too. The Chat RTX, you can install some personalized the GPT, large language model, in your computer. But this module, they need requires NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 3000 or later. So this RTX PC can do the similar the jobs as OpenGPT. Very interesting. You can do it because you can protect your own idea. That is very important for some people's work. Okay, this is what we are doing. Of course, everyone knows AI can use for the autonomous driving. As I said, transformers can learn everything. So transformers be the main train to do the autonomous driving. So we can see here, transformers are increasingly pivotal in autonomous driving, notably in the predicting, planning, and decision making, because people use a transformer like a similar human, to drive a car in the road, can recognize dangers and recognize human and prediction, pedestrians, something. So this progression marks a significant shift towards end-to-end deep neural networks modules that integrate entire autonomous driving pipeline. And here I introduce this one, Tesla. Tesla is use FSD for the autonomous driving, full self-driving, and it already can buy in the North America, in America. Tesla, they use AI. I just said they use AI module from transformer to the diffusion modules. Why? Because that is very interesting. Why they changed the transformer to the diffusion? Because they found when the car, self-car, this autonomous car driving on the highway, that means your car speed maybe is over 120 miles per hour. So that require the computer, the AI, the CPU have to handle generate the images more quickly in the high way. So this diffusion module is a kind of transformer module, but is more effective in generating the high quality images. But the diffusion module, they're similar like a transformer. They're still using KQV and attention mechanism. This is Tesla's application. Now the Tesla, let me introduce something FSD. I think the FSD will be introduced in Thailand in the next, maybe the next 3 to 5 years, maybe. But in America, you can buy this function. When you go to US, you can use this Tesla's function. How many functions they have? This is FSD. In the new version of FSD, you can, of course, navigate on autopilot. This is basic. But also they can auto park. Auto park, that means you just give an order to this car. They can auto park in some parking lot. Just with a single touch, very easy, auto park. And summer, for example, you don't know the car is parking in somewhere in the parking lot. You just use use your mobile phone to call it. You just wait near the roadside. The car will come beside you automatically. Use Easy Summer. This is very interesting, and smart summer, and all the steel and traffic stop sign. I think this auto park is summer is very interesting in Bangkok, because in Bangkok it's very difficult to find a place to park. Difficult to find your car in the large parking lot. But these two functions are very useful. And Tesla's FD, and you can buy in American, you can pay once, one license for $8,000 US dollars, a little expensive. Also, they have another way. You can pay the $99 per month for subscription. Here I give you some demonstration how this can do. FSD. This is a newbie version.
Hey everybody, I'm here with the all-new Tesla Full Self-Driving 13. It's got a bunch of new features, including the ability to reverse for the first time. So let's try it out. And they've added this new button, Start FSD Supervised. You can start FSD without touching the wheel at all, just by pressing on the screen.
From park.
From park, yeah. And I've parked right behind this truck so that we'll need to reverse to get started. Let's see what FSD does.
Just one touch.
Okay,
There
you
you
can
go.
see
Put
the
it on
car's
reverse,
in
yeah.
reverse. You see the arrow pointing backwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's reversed just a little
Just
bit.
enough, yeah. Just enough.
Automatically, all
Pretty
everything
good.
automatically.
You're done.
There we go. And now we're going around the
Yeah.
truck. So that's no longer a reason you need to take over. You can
Yeah.
start FSD straight from the parking spot, whether you're in a lot or parked on the street. And FSD will just back out. That's really great.
Technically, let's say for some reason your feet were hurting, you can't press the brake. Now you don't even need to use your feet at all to get this car going. Just about touch on the screen.
Right? It's actually easier than putting the car into drive.
Yeah, much easier.
It's a really smooth, confident personality. It's hard to quite put my finger on what's changed, but you can definitely feel the different personality compared to the last version of V12.
Well, I think what I noticed is how it went quickly to 35 from whatever speed it started at.
It is in the hurry mode. They now
yeah.
added that to city streets as well.
Oh, okay, but still, it used to take it would still not go to 35. It would go to like
here is
28,
Right.
29.
Yeah, the speed limit's 25, so
Yeah.
that's a good speed, close to what I would drive on this road. And that's been one of my big issues with the latest versions of 12.5. They've been great, but they've just driven way too slow. So the ability to have that hurry mode is going to be huge.
Yeah.
You can see the stop sign. The stop sign.
Okay, nice stop there. In the past, I've seen FSD struggle to see that stop sign and then brake really hard at the end. But this time it had a much smoother stop, seemed to spot it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So good improvement there.
It somehow knew the stop sign was right there because it comes in so abruptly at the turn. There's no way the cameras could have seen it that fast. So it started slowing down even before I saw the stop sign.
Yeah, they did mention that the fleet is now communicating to each other. They're communicating road closures that other cars in the fleet see,
Wow.
so it can avoid them ahead of time. So next time there's a road closure, we're going to have to go and test that. But
Do they have to be on V13?
no, any car can start to fill in this database. And
Nice. Here's another stop sign.
yeah, and we got a person walking their dog,
Yeah, German Shepherd.
being very cautious of
They
them.
stop automatically from event recognize
Two cars.
pediatrician.
There you go. Understood it's our turn. Didn't wait
Very
for the car.
nice. Nice trajectory. It kept a good gap from the cars on the other side. Got a little bit closer to the curb, but not in a way that made me feel nervous. Actually, a way that kept more of a gap to the other cars.
True.
So I would say it's a better trajectory than
Yeah.
V12 would have taken. And it just feels quick. It doesn't feel like it's scared. It doesn't feel like it's unsure of itself.
Feels confident.
Yeah, it feels very confident.
There's a news that this FSD will be introduced in China next year, maybe.
We're going to make a right turn in about half a mile. Speed limit's 35. It's going about 40.
Okay, this is a demonstration of FSD already commercialized in United States. So, what about
Hello, Mr. Zhang. Can I
Yeah.
ask? I used to have the accident happen in the Tesla case.
Yes.
And actually, we heard from Thailand in Pattaya because of when the Tesla car fall up in Thailand, the car called Song Tao. Have you heard about Song Tao?
Song Tao, yeah.
Song Tao is a man who are
Yeah, like a
whole
passenger.
messenger,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they're braking very fast,
Yeah.
and that caused an accident several times. That is people from the officer from Pattaya has been telling us that Tesla model cannot use the AI model to learn that one for Thailand.
But this model is not FSD. It's not FSD. FSD is AI model. I think that in Thailand, they not deploy this FSD in Thailand. They need the government to permit, to prove that this FSD. In China, the same. The FSD already, I think, in the test, in the government department, they will test for maybe the half year or a year, then they release a license. In Thailand, the same. Before they introduce the FSD in Thailand, they need I think the same, the transportation, the government in Thailand to prove. And before that is not FSD. You can try it in the United States. Because in the United States, it's not only this Tesla have a they call it self-driving. Also the Google's tax, they have the tax, self-driving tax. Same experience. I think that in the next 3 years, you can see many self-driving cars.
I heard that I think the group had been in China, I think last 2 months ago, and we saw the few model of the car can do the full self-driving.
Yeah.
Is there any good case in China? Have you heard about that, or any bad accident there?
I think in China maybe a little lag behind America because in America, the Tesla use this transformer for self-driving, but in China, a lot of companies, car manufacturers, not using the transformer. That is I think it is maybe it's another technical line, but it's a not good one. I think in the end, most of the self-driving will use a transformer. And I think the Tesla's this road is proved to be great one, should be the correct one to make the self-driving use a transformer. You can see actually in United States it already commercialized. The government is approved use this FSD. But not in Thailand. I think maybe I'm not sure in Thailand maybe take 3 to 5 years to approve by the government. I think everyone can use FSD. Okay. So next one is very important for the humanoid robots. Why the humanoid robots? Because it's not like we want the robots to look like us. Because we use a transformer. I just introduced the AI, use a training that make it the AI can runnable. So the best experience and reference for learning and training is a human. So that's why we design the robots is like a human. That's we call humanoid robots. Human robot is very important and very useful. They will improve daily life greatly, and such elder caring, babysitting, cooking, and work on the product line. The first one I want to introduce us is Leo. Leo is OpenAI, the company, the OpenGPT backed Norway humanoid robots firm. They have recently announced new beta, humanoid robots. They can enhance human home automation, personal assistance. Can offer advanced technologies home-friendly format, providing the user a range of functionalities intended to improve daily living. And new beta is have height almost like human, 1.65 meters high and 30 kilograms, and can walk at speed of 4 kilometers per hour, and run can 12 kilometers per hour. Also, they can lift carry 20 kilogram. And let me take a look at this video.
Yeah.
The second robot I try to introduce is Optimus. This is from Tesla, Optimus, from the movie Optimus Prime. The Tesla robot is a humanoid robot. Why Musk developed this humanoid robot? Because they were using the Mars, the planet. The humanoid robot designed by Tesla that can walk on the two legs and engage with a pair of arms and hands. Tesla has a simple transition from making robots on wheels, that means the Tesla cars, to robots with legs, and adopts much of the language seen in the Tesla wheels, including the AI system to understand and map out these surroundings. So what can Tesla's Optimus do? I think it is a little slower, but it will improve very quickly. Now, Tesla's Optimus can walk forward, scroll down, and sort objects based on the color balance on one leg, and lift an object with one arm, and squeeze an object and lift it. Let us check it. And this one is a Unitree, so from China. It's a Chinese high-tech company located in Hangzhou. Unitree Robots is a very impressive one. He has a flexibility beyond the normal human. Can imitate and reinforce a learning drive and combined with a force position by hybrid control. It's very great. Let's take a look at this video. So we can see here the unitary, these robots can do a lot of behavior that's similar human. So you can do many complex tasks, such as inspection, logistics, and real-time monitoring. So we can see the AI can do a lot of things, not only robots, but how can these robots in the future will be scaled? Almost everything can use robots to do everything, but the question is how let robots tell the robots or teaching the robots teaching robots. That is a very important obstacle in the future because there's billions, millions of robots in the world. So currently we train the robots. You can see some in Boston robots company how they train the robots for cooking. For example, they has a man with a VR headset, and use a real man's activation to teach the robots step by step. So this training is, I think it is very low efficient, and also it is not good for the training because it's too slow and it's not correct because everyone teaching has different behavior. So in the future, if we want to scaling up to improve the robot's ability to learn the general reliable skills, we have changed the way because currently robots data is far smaller than those using advanced AI modules for vision and language. So connecting diverse and useful real-world robot data is slow and labor intensive. That means you have to human to teach the robot to do the humans the activity. That is difficult, and it's a big challenge. But recently, the University of California, Berkeley, they have invented the ROVI-org module. They can overcome these shortcomings of the existing robot learning technicals. This module can concentrate on explicitly teaching modules to comprehend interaction between the robots and the task using the data. That means use this module that the robots can understand what you're teaching, then to learn like a human learning. So in contrast, the conventional method that native code train and merge data sets for the numerous robots. So this method can lessen the requirement of intense real-world data connecting while enabling the robot. So it's like you understand the theory of knowledge, you can learn it very quickly. So use this ROVI-org module. In the future, it is become robots. For example, experienced robots can teach other new robots learning new actions, new behaviors, everything we need. So in the future, it will fast the robots training robots. It's like robots become a teacher. So what we had just said, Elon Musk, he tried to use the robots in the Mars because Elon Musk is a dream. He already said he will make the human to land on the Mars, use his Starship. The early possible Mars is landing around 2029. So it's a big plan. Before any people transported to Mars, it's dangerous because Mars have no atmosphere like Earth. So they need some equipment, cargoes, so sent by the Starship, so such as humanoid robots. Because there are human robots to make some plant, this is power system and some alpha power system and produce some fertilizer and medicine and oxygen. Because in Elon Musk's design, they want to build an atmosphere, use medicine and oxygen in Mars to build some similar atmosphere in Mars. After that, then send the human to the Mars. It is Elon Musk's dream. So everyone think it is AI is so powerful. Maybe the AI is dangerous because maybe it's overtake the human. Because AI have many powerful computation abilities. So that's what we call the singularity of the AI. The singularity of the AI has 2 points. 2 points, very important. First is achieve consciousness. So first, what is consciousness? David is an Australia University professor. This suggests that consciousness has 2 aspects. First is phenomenon conscious. Phenomenon conscious is that means you can aware of something such as seeing the color, the red, or feeling the pain. And another conscious is access conscious. For example, you use the ability to aware is a flexible, adaptive way such as recognizing a familiar face and responding to a threat. This is access conscious. And because we use a transformer to make the AI to do everything like robots, so the LM large language models conscious is very important. But today, the large language models conscious still is unclear about make it conscious or not. So here they explain a lot of reasons, because large models they have some architecture problem and linear. So it is very difficult to build an external interconnectivity between the units to foster the complexity. That means, in short words, so it is not possible. It is premature. It's too early to say that the large language model have a conscious. But OpenAI CEO, the Sam Altman, suggests the powerful AI. That means super intelligence. The conscious AI could appear within the next 10 years. And Elon Musk also said the AGI, artificial general intelligence, that means to have a conscious AI, maybe will be achieved as early as 2029. That means 2029 maybe AI have a conscious. Another singularity of AI is nuclear fuel batteries. Why? Because you can see whatever the robots or the electrical cars, they need power, they need a charge. So this is very, very difficult. Without the power supply, they cannot use. But the nuclear fusion is the future, because why? Nuclear fusion is different from nuclear fission, like a nuclear power plant. Nuclear fusion is have the same theory like the sun, because the sun is use the same to radiate the light and the energy to us, to help Earth, to help human to make life. So the nuclear fusion use the light elements like hydrogen and helium. And the helium is the substance formed after the Big Bang in the universe, and is widely distributed in the solar system. It is estimated that the reserve of helium-3 on the moon are as high as 1 million tons. So you can see here in this picture, this is some robots in the movie Terminator. I think most of already watched this movie. The Terminator is in 1984. It's an American science fiction action movie directed by James Cameron. And Arnold Schwarzenegger starts as a Terminator, a robot assassin sent back from like time machine from 2029 to the 1984 to kill Sarah Connor, who is the unborn son, his safe human from the extinction from Skynet. In this movie, this robot is powered by the nuclear fusion battery. What I said is nuclear fusion battery is not a dream, it's not just the fiction. Now in United States, they have a compact fusion. This battery, this is not battery, it's a modular fusion reactor that can fix on the desk. They can generate 20 kilowatt electricity of carbon-free power per module to use up to 3 years without refueling. no need refueling, can work for 3 years, can continue to generate 20 kilowatt electricity. That is wonderful. I think, so that means in the nuclear fusion is the future. It will improve very quickly. So let's talk about some fundamental of AI. First, with the AI, we said AI is use power, and AI is consume too much power that we call AI is hungry for power. Just give an example. In the Open GPT, ChatGPT 3 model, this old one, they use, for example, for the NVIDIA, they use NVIDIA V100 GPU. This consumption will cost nearly 1,064 million watt hours. That is a very great, very large power consumption. And according to the Berkeley's research, the AI revolution is expected to more than double in the before the 2030, because most of us will use AI for daily work, maybe the robots, a lot of things. So the AI will consume more power. In the double, maybe before the 2030. So how can we improve that? First, we have to use some more dedicated this chipset to replace the GPU. The first one is SOHO. SOHO is world's first transformer. That means dedicated special chipset just used for the transformer. This chipset can reduce the power consumption because NVIDIA, for example, the H100 has 80 billion transistors in this one chipset, but only 3.3% are used for the matrix multiplication, because most of the transformer they use matrix multiplication for computing. So this transformer is very great to reduce the power consumption. So a single 8 SOHO server can replace 160 NVIDIA H100s GPUs. That is very great, because only consume 1 watt of power. Second is a Grok LPU, that is language processing unit. He is invented by some company, Grok. This is IPU can the same. It can up to the 10 times more energy efficient than other systems. That means 10 times lower cost of operations. So in this picture we can see the GPU. If we use LPU, we have 10 times less cost of power. Second, we have to mention the network. Because why? Because today we still use a network. They use network to translate, to send off message data to the OpenGPT. So we have to use network. Today, our True Detect 5G network can cover 97% of the total population in Thailand. And 5G have a peak speed of 10 gigabits per second. Now also the 5G network support IoT, massive IoT deployments, like industrial IoT, and handles millions of IoT and many things. That means the 5G is very good to build the AI cloud application. And also in the next future, the 6G, sixth generation communication will focus on information instead of currently the 5G focus on the connectivity. 6G is naturally support AI and machine learning for optimal connectivity. That is greatly support for the machine-to-machine connections, and also support LEO, low Earth orbit satellite communication system, to support the explosion of AI application using in the future. And of course, that is very important is submarine cable. Why? Because mostly we connect the rest of the world use submarine cable. Submarine cable, also known as undersea cables, is vital to the global economy security. For example, when we access any information from the United States or from Europe, we use a submarine cable. Why? Because submarine cable is cheaper than the land cable. Second, the submarine cable is more stable than land cable. It's cheaper and more stable. Now the internet backbone, they carry over 95% of the world's data, 95%. And the global in commerce, for example, if you want to buy something or do something from the Google search and something, you have to use this submarine cable, translate through this submarine cable. And also the financial transactions, whatever you use a Visa card in everywhere, like tourism, and they use a country's Visa card, they have to use this financial transaction through the submarine cable. And in Thailand, we have 10 international submarine cable systems than in this country. And you can see in these pictures, unfortunately, Thailand is not a hub of the submarine cable. You can see Singapore is a hub of mostly of this submarine cable. Not in Thailand. Thailand only some branches to submarine cable. So also we need the GPU. The GPU mostly installed in the data center. And we can see in Thailand, recent 2 years, we have many investment on the data center. And data center market in Thailand, we expect it to grow from 652 million in 2023 to 1,545 million by 2030. And in Google, in this September, they announced a 1 billion investment. And the GDS China telecom firm, they invested the $831 million. Microsoft Azure data center will invest another 1 billion at EEC area. So talking about AI, we have to thinking about electricity supply. But Thailand has a problem. In Thailand, natural gas fuels approximately is 60 to 65%. We use natural gas for power generation. And Agwan gas in the Gulf of Thailand supplies about 20% of gas production. But in the next 10 or 20 years, I think the Gulf of gas have some problem. And currently, in every year, for example, in 2023, Thailand consume around, this is per capita, that's for the based on the population, this around 3,200 kilowatt hours in 2023. But we have to import 520 kilowatt per hour per capita. That means we have to import around 16% power from other country. That means Thailand is power generation has some problems. Okay, the last one is the talents. Because in AI, we can see we can use AI. We have many chips, we have many software. How can we put AI into our everyday work to turn the AI become the drive, motivation to our work? So we need some talents. I listed here for some very important some category of talents like AI, ML, machine learning engineer, and a data scientist, AI research scientist, AI ethics officer, robotics engineer, and natural language processing engineer, and AI product manager and computer vision engineer. All these engineer, if we want to make the AI become of a product capacity, we need these cultivate these talents. So this is a very, very long way to go, because the talents of AI is different from the other talents, because if we train this AI, we need some resources. For example, the GPU, but the GPU resources is very expensive. So we need support. Maybe it's whatever from the public, like government support, or from some private company support to make this happen, to train these AI talents and work for the Thailand. Okay, that's all. Thanks.
Okay, the question is that the challenges of AI in Thailand have involved the several aspects. Can you give, for example, and the challenge of Thailand and the trend of the Thailand for preparation state to AI industry?
Yes, we read some report that almost 80% already use AI. But you know, the AI, we use AI mostly based on the OpenGPT, OpenChat, and for example, the Microsoft like Office system use a Copilot. From Google, from Microsoft, from Amazon, maybe a lot of AI from that. This is just application. But if you want to build some AI modules, for example, in Thailand, we want to build some AI for the tourism, for some AI module based on the hospital. We need our people know how to train the AI, because the AI training is like this. You input the data. For example, in hospital, we go to the clinics. We need to tell the doctors our symptoms and let them do diagnosis. We need to input data into this AI to let training. Then the AI understand the total process of how to run in this hospital, so they can give us to service. This progress, why is special? Because even in the United States, then when they train a AI hospital, but it's not difficult, very difficult in using in Thailand, because the language obstacle. Maybe they can understand English, but you have to talk with doctors with English. Is very difficult for all of the normal people in Thailand to describe your symptoms of disease in English. That is very difficult. So we have to use our own talents to train the AI understand the Thai language. I think for even the Google translator is not 100%, but for English and Chinese, they over 98% understand the language what is speaking. But in Thai language, maybe only I think it is not over 90%. That is a big problem. So for Thailand, the challenges we need to develop a very good module, especially for Thai language module, to let the AI understand totally what we said in Thai language. That is a challenge. Second challenge is, as I said, if we develop some AI application, we need some cultivate talents. But talents need the GPU, very expensive investment. So I think for even someone said that is very difficult in university, because university don't have this investment, this large amount of money, So and as the AI upgrade, you have to buy the new modules every year. So that is very expensive. So I'm not sure. I think Thailand government is very emphasized on the AI development, but the lack of the money to invest this area. So I think maybe we can use remote resources from other countries, but it's not good for the future's development in Thailand. So this is two challenges. Yeah.
I have the few questions for you, Mr. Zhang Linghua. Actually, the topic today is related to the China Mobile and how the cooperation between China Mobile and the True Corporation. So that would be, if you can elaborate more on this, that would be helpful for us, because of the people who want to know more about how the future investment. Okay, and that my second question also on since you are the Deputy CTO, and then you mentioned a lot and emphasized a lot in terms of the AI. Maybe what do you plan for the AI to improve the performance or the efficiency of your operation in True? Is something maybe better than the competitor? Yeah, I got two questions. Thanks.
Yeah, for China Mobile have many use cases on many vertical industries. We can see we have our own AI modules based on the transformer, large language modules, and 9天. We already deployed the AI with, we give the resources to the lot of universities to let them to free to use to train the module. We also developed some hospital modules with several hospitals. So I think for this cooperate with True, we can get more experience from China into Thailand, and to help of local operators to learn some experience from China, because we have many vertical industry use cases. For example, the smart factories, we use 5G private network to deploy the very low latency and very intelligent some technologies in the smart factories. In China, I think a lot of big factories they use robots in the product line, because it's not only for the cost, the cost, but also, the many products they output the different country. So many countries the requirement is different, but for robots it's very easy to programmable. For example, this country A they use this customize this. For example, the color is different, but it's very difficult to train the the worker to let them know how to make this product for this country. For another country, you have to use another worker. But for robots, you can use the same robots to make the different kind of products for different countries. So that's why in China, many manufacturers they use robots on the product line, because it's very easy to programmable. So that means one robot can make maybe 70s of different products, because we can use program to make the customize. So in China, so that's why the China can make so many very quick and very many kinds of products in China. That's why. So we want to get some experience to maybe to help us to make some progress in this AI. And the second question is because the AI can improve our network operations. For example, in the traditional, we have some problem, some customer complain. This network has a problem, we cannot access like TikTok, we cannot access the Facebook, but very difficult, because you have to find out the troubleshooting. Why? Because our network is a very long process, from the radio to the transmission to the core network to the data center. So if you want to handle the customer's complaint, we have to analyze every part of the network. It's very difficult. It's a long process. But if we have AI, the AI can automatically to connect information and grab the customer's behavior to help us to analyze this problem, to give some result. Also, they can give a suggestion, even they can give us solutions to automatically repair the network. So network operators is very good for us to use AI to diagnose this problem, to troubleshooting, to optimization. I think it's very efficient. And I think in the near future, we will use AI for mostly network optimization, something like that. It is very quickly, I think. And also it can help us, because everyone use, everyone use mobile phone, everyone use computer to access internet. So that means operator, we have to improve our experience for customers. So for the AI, because that everyone use a large amount of traffic, data traffic every day. For example, in Thailand, everyone use over 40 bytes every month, almost everyone average. But maybe in the future it's 100 gig. So many data traffic, we have to make sure every data traffic maybe have a good experience for customers. But for so large amount of huge data traffic, it's very difficult for us, for human, to handle to use optimize every devices, every route is very difficult. So AI may be very useful in the future to help us automatically to optimize the network, the route, is I think it's very efficient and low cost. I think that is the key for AI can deploy in the network operation. Yes.
Actually, I have one last question for you. That I don't know. Have you experienced yourself traveling around border or maybe some out of the downtown? Maybe you go to Chiang Mai or Phuket or maybe Arunachal Pradesh. Those are the province that is quite border. I have to be frankly to discuss to you that comparing sometimes that the network of True has been very efficient in the downtown. But once we go outside the downtown, it will be. I have to swap it to AS or National Telecom. Is it something that you plan for only for the high density of the population, or is it your plan?
Maybe some problem because we're in the progress of merge of two companies. Because we have to make sure that every
between True and DTAC that happening.
Yeah, they will take time. It will take time. We will improve very quickly because that we have to reduce some, the replicated the tower or the devices, and we have to upgrade our devices. It takes time. Yes, there were, I think it's over 10,000 something like that, some devices. Many devices we have to upgrade to optimization because it's two network is so. The True and the DTAC network is too big. I'm sorry for that, but we will improve in a short time.
Give you the good feedback.
Thank you so much.
พี่มีคำถามอะไรไหมพี่ฮะพี่แล้วใครมอบมาก็วันนี้ก็เกือบ2 ชั่วโมงนะครับ It's almost 2 hours that you have been give us very deep detail of the technology of AI, starting from how AI working, the definition, the way the application to using for driving, to make a slide, to make a documentation. That's very helpful. And then I have the question myself also regarding to how the AI will be improved the network of True Corporation, and you already answer. So I think that is very helpful. And I think in terms of the group of the business leadership of the Thailand and Chinese group that we are very appreciate. So for your coming, so we like to give you the big applause, big hand to คุณ Zhang Linghua ครับผมครับผมขอบคุณครับแล้วก็เรามีของที่ระลึกนะฮะโอเคเดี๋ยวคุณเดียให้พี่บุญนะเดี๋ยวขอเรียนเชิญพี่สมบูรณ์นะครับ I want to give ourselves something the good token for you to memory us. Okay, by คุณสมบูรณ์ will beพี่สมบูรณ์แนะนำตัวนิดนึงนะพี่ผมแนะนำตัวพี่จะพูดภาษาจีนอะไรก็ได้พี่แนะนำตัวนิด
我姓张，张颂文，今天是文林，你姓张是吗？张长工的张还是一种张哦？谢谢你啊。ไม่เป็นไร
โอเคขอบคุณมากครับโอเคครับแล้วถ่ายรูปหน่อยครับต้องการครับผมครับพวกเราตบมือให้คุณจางลิ่งหวยครับผมครับ ผมขออนุญาตนะครับพวกเราเชิญขึ้นมาถ่ายรูปกับมิสเตอร์จางนะครับ Deputy CTO นะครับท่านค่อนข้างยุ่งมากนะครับแต่วันนี้ท่านได้มีโอกาสได้มาเยี่ยมชมเราแล้วก็ได้ให้เวลากับเรา